Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Welcome to another edition of Airy Sky Relays video blog. Now, first of all, my disclaimer, no one's going to upload, download, distribute, sell, copy, or expressly try to use my videos for any nefarious purposes, shape, size, or form. Now, that includes Chloe's mom basically trying to attack me, which he's a complete douchebag. Because it is about almost 7 o'clock there, I would assume she's basically left us alone. Now, some of you out there wondering what's going on today, I will give you an update. There we go. Most of the place is pretty much clean, except for a couple things. It's about 100+ degrees out. We're supposed to be going out later. Basically, the closet's been cleaned out. The boxes, we got boxes over there. We got the TV to move down. The entire dresser's cleaned out. We got our suitcases, and we got a couple boxes here. We got an extra large and then one medium, and then I got 3 mediums in the back that I got to put together. The mediums are all that's left. And for some of you out there wondering, hey, this is great news, that's great news. No, it isn't. So one of the things we are doing is we will be packing up stuff in the medium boxes. But right now, one of the things I'm looking for is my brush. Couldn't find it, so I'm hoping it surfaces, But anyways, I got to return some books today at the library. Now look at all this hair. And I got to return books at the library today. I got to go to the library. Let me give you a full update of what's going on. Hold on a second. One of my brushes. I wonder where the other brush went. It keeps going missing. Hold on a second. I don't focus it back. I will do it back. Just like the mouse part, it disappeared. Well, I'm going to have to use this one today. Alright, well, when and if I find the other brush, I will let you all know. So, here's the deal. You see, this always happens. There. Alright, so. Anyways, I like the other brush, but I don't know where it went. So, anyways, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? So, anyways, one of the things I want to share with you all is today's phone calls. Now, I did talk to a couple places. I have a phone call list. I did talk to a lawyer today on Chloe's behalf about the diagnosis. Apparently, the place up at the Hill gave her a diagnosis just so they could piss her off so the judge can't, that's what they said. And they misdiagnosed her, so, I mean, look. They think she's schizophrenic, bipolar. And so that's what they said. My hair is getting detangled. But, the thing is, we got to get shampoo, conditioner, dish soap tonight. So we're going over to Walmart. We're also going to get a couple items for, what do you call it? For some other stuff. So. Anyways, Chloe's climbing into the tub. I got a cup of coffee over here. So let's just talk about a few things. Jenna last night disappeared. I sent a message, I think, to Jenna basically saying, she says, oh, am I working? Well, yes, I am, and I'm not. You see, today is a good day that, what has happened is basically, I made phone calls. Phone calls are always on Monday, it seems. Has anyone noticed that? The beginning of the day, you're like getting out of bed, and you check your email, and you go, oh, I got to set up in the office and make phone calls. You get done with the phone calls, and you're like, well, So, anyways, I double-checked with Chloe's social worker. When the time comes, all I got to do is call up, and Chloe will be transferred to the new place. All I got to do is contact them. So before we leave, I got to make arrangements to go up the hill and over to the office so I can report my my thing, which is the Medicaid. So. Anyways, you guys are sitting there watching me brush my hair going, what the hell, you know? But usually I like to put in a scrunchie. I found some scrunchies right around there, so I'll just use the camera as a thing when the time comes. But anyways, let's get down to it. So, anyways, one of the things I was going to do online was to, while talking to you guys, is to basically turn around and live, where we're living. It's awesome. We're getting things prepared. I talked to the manager today. That's something I'll share with you. Manager basically had me go through the main bot out here to get things moving, so it's all done. So tomorrow when I get home, I will personally be putting in a 20-day notice to move, and I will give the notice, and that's it. Then that's on paper, and then the other manager can basically make things move it out, Look at this. I've got naturally wavy hair, Natural wavy hair, natural wavy hair. I can't figure out I don't know. Anyways, so I got some letters to mail out soon before I leave home. I got to go by the post office on the 3rd, so I get sent down and do letters at the desk. Here we go. See? Scrunchie. Scrunchie, scrunchie. There we go. Tara did a great job on dyeing my hair. I mean, she is just the queen of, dyeing one's hair. All right, so, yeah, so you can see I got my breasts pushed up again, wearing the swimsuit top. I'm wearing the jeggings that I like today. They look like jeans. They cost $5 at Walmart. Oh, yeah, that's good enough. There we go. Now let's see how I look. I look pretty good, except for this little hair scrunch. But you know how it is. Sometimes there's a loose hair, and they go. There we go. So a loose hair there and a loose hair there. But you see how it is. I just love looking really cute and passable. I mean, look at these boobies. Here, let's move this down just a bit. There we go. Look at my boobies. Boobies. No one's on the live chat. So I contacted the manager. She says to me, yes, there's a problem. You're not in a wheelchair accessible unit, but don't worry. Here's the deal. And she shows me pics. So I had to give her the measurement. Their repair guy came around and basically repaired things, So, let's see. We got to get rid of the promotions. I don't want that. Let's see. Click on this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. This, and this. Actually, I want to know what the hell that was. All right. And then get rid of this. We don't need Domino's Pizza. Go to updates. We got a whole thing. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Let me give you a gripe that I have. One of the things I want to complain about is, there we go. So, anyways, I'm trying to get this done. All right, so put this over there. Well, I'm just going to make a new file real quick for Alex. Here we go. Move to Alex. All right. All right. So, all right. So the lady broke it down, so we just got to go copy it. All right. So on that, let's see, promotions. There we go. So our promotion's clear, everything good. And then here I still got this. All right, now put this done under miscellaneous. I'm really not caring about this, you know. So anyways, I was looking there, you know, I've been doing background checks and Chloe's always complaining and stuff. So I went and checked out backgrounds today again, and I found out this company billed me. I went through like the last few months always panicking about this. I said, don't worry, nothing's gonna happen, you know. And you know, because you know the thing is this is what's going on, and you know, not saying nothing's gonna happen, you know, but background check done, check, nothing. So because of it, you know, Chloe was worried, so I went ahead and paid money, and I didn't realize being drunk one night, super drunk, that they decided they billed me from April to July. Finally, you know, because finally I checked on it, and guess what? It was interesting because, I was going through it. My manager's like, "Hey, you know what this is?" I go, "No." She went through it. And she's like, "Red Robin." Oh yeah. But anyways, so back to the things. The manager gives me a picture. So when we unload the truck, we got to go downstairs, and we're like on a second floor. So it's really weird because don't want this to break. It's really weird because So there we go. So anyways, checking out our apartments. So basically what happened was, is we talked to her. She basically said, talk to the manager tomorrow, make sure everything's good. So tomorrow I got to go to Social Security office yet again in Wenatchee because I got to go to, that I got to go to, what do you call it? To Wenatchee. I'm going to be busy. See, I'm just checking here. Where the fudge is what we're looking for? Ah, here we go. All right, so finally, I got everything set up. So anyways, Chloe turns around, right? She's a sweetheart. And she asks what's going on now. As you all know, let's see, do we even have any pictures of this? Or they just basically... No. Oh, yeah, picture. So apparently they decided to give us a picture. Okay, here's our apartment. Okay, we have cherry trees there, and we got a big complex. Okay, we got that. That's cool. And then that. So, all right. Oh, yeah. So the manager basically took the same damn pictures from the apartment on a website and just gave it to us. I really just love how the manager does that. It's like, here you go. Oh, yeah, this sucks. We don't want this. Is there another one? Here we go. So I got 4 tabs open. So anyway, so the manager made work with her, and we'll get everything set up. We'll be out on our move date. So I was like, right on. Oh, yeah, here we go. So again, they use the same picture, basically. Hold on. Oh. So let's see. No smoking property. Yeah, same pictures. It's like, here you go. You can use the same generic pictures of the one and two bedrooms. Yeah, nice. Let's see. Here we go. So we just got an email from another person that I've been waiting for. All right, so we know that already. And again, this is useless crap yet again. So let's just move down the list. So All right, so all right, that's cool. All right. So, anywho, basically, so I got the manager done and everything else. I just got an email from a person who actually just got back to me for Chloe. So she doesn't actually need a psychiatrist. She just needs a psychologist and a therapist. And another person that's saying they're a psychologist, they can do the job. Where it's awesome because, you don't have to go through all the damn hoops to go through a psychiatrist who wants to medicate you and say, oh, yes. Now, a psychologist, yeah, you can be a psychologist. So I've already lined her up some extra backups for letters, etc., etc. So that's one thing I just got to reply to. I got to call the lady tomorrow. Another phone call Tuesday. Yeah, I get to call on Tuesday again, which when I get back, I got to put my 20-day in. I got to fax out some crap and, etc., etc. I was going to go to the post office today and, your Chloe's just like, oh, do we have to? And they're like, no, I can wait, And so all the calls I've made, I've done everything I can, and, etc. Now, for everyone who's watching yesterday's video early this morning, I apologize if you saw Chloe get angry throwing pillows. She said if she threw anything else, it would have been bricks and stuff, and I would have been hurt. And she's just like, but she apologized this morning. She knew my hearing's gone, so she's just like, I'm sorry, I got mad at you for, the whole thing about, your hearing. Well, the thing is I don't hear really well this year at all. I'm sitting on the toilet reading a magazine or something, like a fly rod thing, and it's like, hey, did you hear about blah, blah, blah? And I'm going, what? Then she gets mad. She's like, what? Are you fucking deaf? I go, pretty much. She goes, oh, yeah, sorry about that. I apologize. It's like, you got me off the can to tell me something. Well, as you know, Chloe being sweet as she is, she's still losing sleep over the fact that she's worried about the administration, the Trump administration. Oh, by the way, for some of you wondering, white tights and this is going to be worn tomorrow. Isn't this cute? Look at this. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to take a picture tomorrow before I leave. But doesn't this look adorable? Yeah, this is my dress, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to wearing again. And I'm wearing this tomorrow to the Social Security office. And I am really stoked about it, And so, when it came to it, so anyways, back to the story. So Chloe was apologizing today. I'm like, don't worry about it. Why? She got up. She says, are you mad at me? I go, no. I said, why is everyone mistaking me for being angry with people? She says, you just don't look right in mind. Chloe knows me to the point where when I look like I'm not in my right mind, she's got to realize I just got out of bed. I've checked my email and I'm going, I got to call the hot thing. And then I talked for an hour with the lady. She's like, oh, yeah, you do know you got to do this. But Chloe's like, I'm putting the internet in my name. I said, okay, that's great, because, it's cheap. But I got to pay the deposit. So I said, I'll just cut the check every month because, I don't want to put that in my name, because I really do not like CenturyLink. She's like, I'll take care of it. But anyways, I love Chloe dearly, because I love Chloe dearly, when we're at the new place, we won't have the fastest internet because they didn't wire it in for fiber optics. So with me, I'm going to be basically having my desk probably in my bedroom, which is the living room, connected up to the phone line, which we don't even know if they're going to give charges for a phone line or not. If we have a phone, we're going to have a home phone, which means we will have a home phone. We'll be using DSL. Now, I prefer cable myself, but anyways, enough about that. So, Chloe being sweetheart that she is, she apologized. And, I think she realized when I got done with the phone call, I was sitting there trying to sip on my coffee. I'm going, and I know Chloe doesn't like slurping or burping or gurgling or, whatever, and it's like, I try to cater to Chloe more than myself. So, with me slurping, if I'm in here and she's in the tub, I can sit there, and gulp, and stuff. But the main thing is, like I said, she's losing sleep over the House and Senate. She's losing sleep over the House and Senate. She's losing sleep over her surgeries. I mean, every time I turn around, am I going to get my letters? Am I going to get my? I've gotten her letters lined up. I've had to retrack on a couple, because this or this. I've talked to people today. I mean, I had to make a lot of phone calls, and one of them was her lawyer that basically is keeping her from staying, not getting back on meds because meds are bad. The Nub Queen, Cafe Nub, the best cigars in the world. I love Nub cigars. But anyways, so tonight, I got to finish up the kitchen. I got to pull some stuff off, and then, we got to. Chloe's gonna go around, clean the kitchen up. I'm cleaning the counters. I'm scrubbing it down. I got to scrub the tub down a little. It looks a little crappy. Too much dirt's getting into the bathtub, and it's, and then the manager's like, "I'm sure when you get your new home, you get a couple rolls of paper towels so you can deep clean the bathroom." My neighbor and I were shooting the shit today, and my sister Shelly, she says, "I wish the manager would shut the fuck up." Yeah, I would too. I mean, literally. Manager turns around and says, "I hope Chloe's gonna pay the rent in a new place." I'm going, for real? You gotta be joking. For real? I mean, literally. Oh, yeah, I gotta put these away. So, because I had surgery, several months ago, I got like bags and bags of ice things, but who knows, right? So, anyway, so we're closing the tub, one of the things she was apologetic is that, but I tried to explain to her, like today, soon as I got done with the management, talking to the new manager, we got things moving on. I asked Chloe, Chloe's like, "Don't do this, don't do that. This is my triggers." Well, I asked her today, not to trigger me. I love Chloe. I said, "Can you please not trigger me when it comes to asking me, I've emailed, I've called, I've done everything I could. I've done everything I can. Now we wait." And I said, if you don't get surgery, it's not because I've not tried. It's because I've done everything I can to do it. I mean, look, last night she's like, "You don't have to help me." Well, what I wanted to say about the helping, okay, is this. I forgot to mention last night's video, so let me break it down, okay? I'm getting tired of talking about, the medical records, all these records, and I have to go, by the way, just somewhere around here. I think, unless I filed it away. Nope. Yeah, actually, I might have filed it away by mistake. Whoopsie. Oh, well. Oh, no. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Anyway, so about the thing now. Chloe's mom is probably going to be pissed, but this disc right here is her Social Security exhibit file. Now, the problem with that is not many people are supposed to be looking at it. Now, Social Security has their own diagnosis, right? If the diagnosis was true by the exhibit file, she should have been on disability a couple years ago. Chloe's mom wouldn't have lost Chloe to come out here, because Chloe said, "Oh, I'm being homeless. I'm being thrown away." Now, I don't blame Chloe's mom at all, okay, on that, Now, the thing is the lawyer has almost dumped us because we took 2 days longer to go deliver the files once I got Chloe's permission to deliver them all. Now, we're missing, like, Swedish Hospital, I think, but otherwise we're good. And we don't know why it's 15 pages. But anyways, here's the deal. Chloe, how do I say it? She's losing sleep and everything else. So, when I talked to the lawyer today, the one lawyer, her lawyer keeps her off meds, make sure she's not being involuntary committed. They said that basically they can go after them for misdiagnosing. Now, if you notice in the records, they basically turned around and said, "Oh yes, we're not sure Chloe basically got misdiagnosed, so she can't give this information to the administrative law judge." Well, in the records, between all her records compiled, it says Chloe has been self-diagnosed Asperger's. Okay. Well, right here, it says Admission diagnosis, autistic spectrum disorder. There you go. You see? And it talks about Ohio Medicaid. And it talks about everything, right? And then it goes down, right? And it says right there, you know, autism spectrum disorder. Basically, and this was in from 2017, you know, right before the young lady moved out. Now, I want to share that with you all. Now, while I'm at it, I better basically make this. I've been wanting to get this. Oh, these are stapled already? Oh, yeah, cool. So, these are the old catalogs that I used to love. Like, what, 5 years old then? So, you know, Chloe's always talking about how I'm like an ancient dinosaur, you know, like the other day. And I'll talk about a couple things now. Chloe's dwelling, you know, she's going to lose her. We're going to lose the House and Senate, and it's going to stay Republican. She's dwelling on her surgeries, and she's dwelling on all this, and yet I'm doing everything in my powers to relieve some of that problems. Now, you know, the problem is, you know, like I said, the lawyer basically said they can go after Chloe's diagnosis by changing it. Now, you know, so, you know, when I was talking to AM this morning, you know, before she went out, I told AM what happened with Chloe, you know, and she's like, I really do need to check out the video, you know, from this morning. Because, you know, Chloe was kind of getting cranky about it, but it's normal, you know, it's actually a normal thing. Now, you know, with me, people sit there, and I've had girls say, you know, Rita, you need to get your tits bigger. You know, you need to get your tits bigger. Go with D's or double D's, you know. And I'm like, you know, and, I've been working with someone to work on getting the re-letters so I can get them bigger, you know, so insurance pays. So, you know, with all this stuff going on in my life, I'm going, So, you know, I don't know. I think I had till the end of this month or something. But anyways, back to the story. Okay, so, you know, Chloe was apologetic, but, you know, she's losing her sleep and everything else. And, you know, I've been trying to tell her I don't lose sleep over petty crap. I mean, look at it this way. I get up in the morning. I don't even go on to CNN or any of these. Once in a while, I'll see something on Facebook. I'm like, oh, is that true? And I'll post, interesting. It's like, one guy calling transgender people pedophiles, and I think maybe Lexi and Gabby Page saw it, where the guy accused perversion, you know, a different type of perversion, because it's how transgender children are going to look up to these people like the new Miss Universe lady in the pageant, blah, blah, blah. And the guy said it was perversion of a new sort. Discount mugs. So that's where it came from. I was wondering what this is. Discount mugs. I wonder if I can peel it up. Oh, well, you know what? Who cares? Doesn't matter to me, right? So, anyways. So, yeah. So, you know, when people sit there, and like, you know, I've had people sit there and say to me, Rita, what are you actually dwelling on yourself? Well, I'm dwelling on moving, okay? That's the main thing. I'm literally dwelling on moving. So when people sit there and say, hey, Rita, what are you dwelling on today? You must be dwelling on a bigger pair of boobs. I go, no, actually, I'm dwelling on other issues. I mean, look, last night, me and my sister Tara was talking about, you know, going back down to Oregon for a drinking fest, but we also were talking about doctor's appointments and et cetera, you know, and, you know, I asked her a question and she's like, you know, and then I had other people ask me, oh, is Chloe helping you with your move? Well, yes, she is. She's been packing up stuff, listening to me, actually. I mean, I told her, I mean, here's the thing, okay? Some people are asking me how she's doing. Well, me and Chloe, we got this room almost done. All we got to do is move this out, move that out, move the boxes out, you know, move this, move that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Problem is when it comes to Chloe, you know, Chloe's a sweetheart. And, you know, I mean, like today, I sat there and I looked at Chloe and, you know, I have bipolar, so I get depressed really easy. So this morning I said to Chloe, you know, I got to make phone calls, but here's the goals for today. She says, goals? I said, yes. We're going to be working together, getting the kitchen, the dining room, and the living room / bedroom clean. I mean, here's how it worked, okay? I'm not complaining at Chloe at all. I don't want Chloe yelling from the bathtub, but here's the deal. I'm sitting there, and I'm up at wee hours in the morning, can't sleep, you know. I've been texting someone. I've been answering this. I'm trying to do that, pondering some stuff, drinking a beer. Moppy had to go, so I went and gave Moppy a walk. And all of a sudden, I'm trying to step around. Instead, it's dark enough still in the living room. I'm stepping on Chloe's legs. Chloe's just sitting there on a pile of clothes here and a pile of clothes there, and I can't figure out if her legs on the clothes or she's on the clothes. And so she's all over. And I said, today we're getting this whole thing clean. You know, if you need to use the closet, hang your clothes up. If you're not going to hang your clothes up, just, you know, thing is, box it. I mean, literally, I got baskets I got to go through and put away, you know, some more clothes. And what I'm not using, you know, is not using. I mean, I usually use 3 or 4 different types of pants, rotate them out till they smell them and wash them. So my bottom line is, with everyone out there that I love dearly you know, I'm not complaining, and all I'm saying is, you know, with the goals, I said we're doing this. Before bed, we're getting all this done. Now, mind you, the reason dinner time is already around the corner is because, you know, we have, you know, things to get done, you know, and because of it, let me just say for the record, you know, because of dinner time coming up, we're going to have a late dinner because we got it. This is the plan tonight. Okay. We got to either we go out to Walmart, or after we get back from Walmart. That means we got to tidy up everything, get things moving. So I got to write a little small Walmart, or we don't. I mean, the thing is, by the time we get out, the dinner is going to be late tonight, so we're going to be going to bed a little late. But the reason for it is because we have to go to library, Safeway, Walmart, get home, either have supper or have supper after we get back from all these places. And then when I cook dinner, it's an hour to cook, meaning we got an hour to get things moving along, which shouldn't take an hour to clean the dining room, the living room, and the other thing. I know Chloe's going to be sitting there going, well, you know, I would like to air condition. Well, you know, the thing is, we're on a time frame where if we want $900 back, we're going to have to bust our ass to get it done. And, you know, hey, that's not cool. That's what I wanted, freaking idiots. So I went to check out the Weather Channel, right? And I'm sitting there and I'm going, well, what's it going to be like? You know, what's it going to be like? Here we go. So I was looking at the 10-day, and I went back to my new place, okay? So tomorrow, I better give Chloe the update real quick. Give me a second. I just want to share some with Chloe. I got to tinkle real quick anyway. Give me a second, everyone. Yeah. Damn bored on my mom's house. Yeah. So I'll look around. anyways, everyone, hold on a second. I will answer all your questions. Yeah, that's what I could hear earlier. Yes, just out of curiosity. Anyways, let me just tell you what's going on, okay? I was giving Chloe an update on the weather, and Chloe turns around, and I told her about the doctors that got back to me. 2 out of 3. And 2 out of 3, mind you. And she's like, oh, what do they need? And I tell her, oh, well, we have one of those in Oregon. Yeah, but here's the thing. Just to make sure Chloe gets the surgery, I'm paying out of my own pocket for Chloe to have these consults because the other places don't have any psychologists. They have nurse practitioners. They do all these things. And, talking to someone today, the guy basically said, well, this group here is going to basically put you into a whole program of Chloe's got to go every day to therapy and every day to med management. They're not going to let her get away with this and that and blah, 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 blah. Chloe's like, fuck it. So we're going to go to Portland with Chloe. I've made arrangements. And, one of the things, she just doesn't want to deal with these douchebags trying to force meds on her, and I don't blame her. So, anywho, good coffee. So, basically, let me get down to the last part. You could see, I was talking to a neighbor last night, and I was talking to a friend, and my friend Sharon, she lives across the street in the other building. Actually, it's next door. We don't have a fence, so you just go through the shrubs, and you're right there on their lawn. And she said to me, I've been careful with Chloe because Chloe's narcissistic. She's got that me, I complex. And that really upset me because, yes, I've had surgeries, I've had all this, but the thing is Chloe, last night, like, F God, F this, F that. Today she was basically telling me God's not going to do this, God's not going to do that. Well, that's Chloe's opinion. Chloe can keep her opinions about God alone. I'm not going to get into politics anymore, and I fucking ain't going to get into religion anymore with her because it doesn't work, basically, what I was trying to say is I've had family come up and say, how much have you packed and how much has Chloe packed? Well, I've packed everything up in this room, basically. I've packed up a lot of boxes out there, boxes, movies, etc. We still got some stuff to go through. But Chloe did her part. Oh, we need to remove this. We need to do that. Oh, I'll take care of this. I'll take care of that. Right on. While Chloe's doing that, I, on the other hand, am sitting there going, right on, so we got to, and then Chloe's like, well, while you're loading up the truck, Rita, and getting things situated with Mikey, I will go room to room and, finish cleaning the walls and stuff. So tonight, that night, when you're tired, you can sleep. That's fine. I'll move the fucking couch out. I'll move the fucking stuff in. On the way there, Chloe's going to rest. But as soon as Chloe gets there, first thing we're doing is we're unloading all the boxes before the time frame closes. And then we're unloading the lift chair and the couch. We're doing the couch first. And then we're unloading the everything else, and the filing cabinet and safes there. Oh, well. The thing is, we're going to get everything done in a timely manner. I got to talk to you all about, what happens if we end up with a truck for another day. We're supposed to have it Friday and Saturday, but, what time do I need to return it on Sunday? Because if I'm being charged for another day on Sunday, I might as well just charge $40 and say, fuck it. We got to unload it in a timely manner. We're driving across the freaking state. So, and so forth, and then we got to get it parked, and et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, yeah, and so with me, I'm more like, doing everything I can, so technically, with me, it's going to be an interesting ride and show to see how it plays out, just getting things moving along, moseying along, as I say, so, but yeah, basically, I got boxes ready to roll. The other thing is, people are sitting there, oh, well, you need to have her help you more. And it's like, well, all I got to do in here is empty the last filing cabinet and file away the other crap in that filing cabinet because I'm just strapping it to get to what do you call it? damn it, appliance dolly. I'm just picking the damn thing up, moving it down the stairs, one at a time, down the stairs and into the truck. Or no, out of the truck and down the stairs. Now, when I lived in a different place, I lived upstairs, so my cousin was like bump, 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 bump down the stairs and into the truck, and the safe was the same way, but this is a different story, so we're trying to get everything done, and so, we basically, have to get everything moving along. So, I was just looking at the diagram, they always give you these diagrams on the damn thing like this. How to load a U-Haul truck right there. Look at this. How do you load it? Let's look at this. Load heaviest items towards the front of the moving van as close to the deck as possible. Pack electronics and other fragile items in the mom's attic area or over the cab. Place washer and dryer near the front of the opposite side of the refrigerator for even weight distribution. Load desks and drawers with their drawers against the wall of the moving van to keep them from opening. Stack boxes higher with confidence, industry-leading sidewall protection and strength. Load lightweight, irregularly shaped items on top. Pack a special box with tools and essentials need right away. Load it last, unload it first. In the off section, load your trucks in sections of the heaviest items on the bottom, from side to side, and above the walls upwards to the ceiling. Securing sections from rope to prevent shifting. Yeah, that's nice to know, isn't it? Let's show you how to load a U-Haul. Yeah, well, the main thing is that the desks are going to be going in after we load the couch. Couch goes first. The desks go second, third, and fourth. The dresser goes in. Filing cabinet goes in. Then the other filing cabinet goes in. Then we load up the table and chairs. Then the little end tables. Then we stack all the boxes up and we get the hell out of Dodge. There you go. Easy peasy, Japanese. So, anyways, let's get back to Chloe for a minute. So Chloe, everyone says, ow, ow. Oh, yeah. What was the other one? It says, place refrigerator in the front right section of the moving van. Oh, yeah, that's nice to know if you're moving a reefer. I'm not moving a reefer. No, I'm moving a freezer. That's the last thing going in the back because we want to have access to it last so we can load up something. And then in the cab, we're taking a small cooler to put like munchies and stuff into like little sandwich making in this case we don't want to stop. We can stop in at rest stop, use the bathroom, make sandwich, and continue. But anyways, back to the story. So Chloe, everyone's like, oh, yeah, Chloe's worried about her surgery. She's worried about her surgery. She has a right to. I mean, look, like I said last night in last night's video, she's like a little kid eating up all the candy, She's like everyone else worried about their surgery. So they're trying to get, well, it's medically necessary for me to have facial fame, otherwise you're discriminating because I'm 80 years old and I look like a man in a dress. Well, guess what, sir? You look like a man in a dress. Even with fake tits, you're still a man with fake tits in a dress. That's what I just said, Bessie. If you were paying attention, if they got fake tits, it'd be a man with fake tits in a dress. Can't give a man a female face unless they pass in their 18s to 30s, maybe late 40s. But otherwise, no. I mean, look, I've had facial work done. My hair is growing gray again, but you get the point. You got that brick face and you hear, oh, well, I'm a real woman. Man, I feel like a woman. I'm 80 years old. Look at me. I got tits. An 80-year-old getting tits in a vagina does not appeal. I mean, I was talking to a lady yesterday that just laughed and laughed and laughed. I mean, I was talking to, who was it I was talking to? Anyways, I was talking to someone else about that, and my friend's 75, and he's like, yeah, I wouldn't look good even if I got rid of the boobs, took hormones. I mean, got rid of the beard. I mean, got boobs and hormones. He said he wouldn't even pass. The facial fem would not work. And you're, I'm 80 years old. I need facial fem. I need a big dick in me. And then, their voice is already deepened. And, you get all this crap, and you're sitting there going, woo, Nelly. Like a horse. Woo, Nelly. I mean, I've seen some ones that can pass barely on the cusp. of passing, only because, you know, you see these things where they're like, oh, yes, I took hormones in my 50s and I barely passed. Yeah, barely passed is the word. You barely passed as the word. Barely passed is the word. The word was you barely pass. So, there you go. You know, so you got these people, doctors going, oh, well, it's medically necessary. I'm going to have faith with them. Oh, we can't get a cover again all because of Trump administration. Well, it's breast implants are medically necessary. Oh, we can't get that covered to the Trump administration. Well, vagina surgery is medically necessary. Well, we can maybe get that covered. I mean, the way that things are looking right now, no one knows what's going on or why. Whoa. Anyways, back to the laughing matter. So the bottom line is, you know, all these things, you know, Chloe's like dwelling on it. And people sit there and say, Rita, we love you dearly. What do you dwell on? Well, as a fleet admiral in Starfleet, I can tell you outright that I'm worried about packing up and getting out of here. That's the first thing. I mean, look. I mean, I got this desk. I got to clean up a little bit, throw in some boxes, go through some other stuff, throw my envelopes in there. Where is my envelopes? Oh, great. Don't tell me my oh, they're right here. My envelopes need to be put up, you know, but I'm keeping them out to write a few letters before I go. And when I run out of envelopes, I will go and say, excuse me, sister, do you have any more envelopes? She's got like a huge box like this of envelopes, and she was going to do a newsletter. You know, Dink, if you're watching this Dinky Poo, you need to basically use them for your newsletter. All right, so anyways, being the fleet admiral that I am, you know, in Starfleet, here's the deal. You know, what I dwell on right now is my credits coming in properly. I'm sitting there, right? And this is the thing, and this is something I want to share with you. I'm getting money back, you know, and I was talking to Chloe about this morning. She was getting mad at me and screaming, and I'm like, we need to get our deposit back so we can put some of it towards the new deposit, but we can do a little shopping. I'm like, I thought about trying that very expensive restaurant that we were going to go to for sushi. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, you know, I mean, the other thing is, you know, we have to get some house products. I mean, you know, we're moving to a new place, okay, and I didn't hurt your feelings, and I didn't upset you either. That's what you did this time. Sorry. Okay. I'll just tell everyone I hurt feelings then. Anyways, Senorita Chloe in there basically is bitching about me hurting her feelings. Like last night, I wasn't hearing her. And what I was trying to tell her is that, you know, for all of you out there, we need to basically get this place clean. We need to get our deposit back. Now, you know, Chloe, she gets very completely combative. And, yeah, basically, and I'm not complaining. But anyways, this deposit means a lot to us because it's money that we could use to get the things that we need. I'm not talking about sitting there going, okay, we're buying a new Switch again. No, I'm talking about sitting there going, well, you know, we need to make sure if we're going to continue down the path of the vacuum cleaner, that the vacuum cleaner is maintained and yada, yada, yada. Cool. Or we need to go ahead, you know, and let's just say, you know, get things like new towels and other things. Now, Chloe's like, you hurt my feelings. Well, look what she does to me. I'm an American bastard. I hear that one all the time. You doesn't think that hurts my feelings? I mean, literally. I mean, I said this in yesterday's video, too. So, but anyways, the bottom line is for all of you out there is, you know, she says it hurts her feelings. The main reason we're trying to get this place all boxed up and everything and have very little to do is because we want to get our deposit done. So once we get room by room done and everything's done, we can sit back and relax a bit, play video games or whatever, or wait till the paperwork comes in. I mean, we have nothing but paperwork coming in. I mean, I got to go to the library before they close so I can, you know, print out the papers I need. Then, email the people and say, okay, your printouts are done. Here's some money. And then I got to do other things. Whereas Chloe Spice, oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh, really? I hurt your feelings by saying we need to get the deposit done. And that, it's the tone of, she thinks I'm impersonating her. Thing is, I'm not. The thing is, we all basically make crappy impersonations. Do like, "Hi, my name is Rita." Duh. And I laugh. I mean, it makes me laugh that she's trying her hardest. And me, I do a crappy job. But the main thing is, I love Chloe dearly. She needs to realize that in my heart, that Chloe is a sweet lady. And people sit there and say, "Oh, well, a sweet lady needs." Yeah, well, a sweet lady needs, yes, but a sweet lady also needs, And so because of it, you guys got to sit there and wonder, when you're sitting there basically barbecuing me, about other issues, like I said, she's, when she's sitting there, oh, hurt her feelings. I get my feelings hurt all the time. And my neighbor basically says, well, what are your goals today? And I go, and she's like, you're joking. I go, no. What is this? What is that exactly? I'm curious. There's a new RPG game or something. Is this one of those ones that let's see. So it's a Final Fantasy crap thing. Final Fantasy 15. I've been thinking about getting Final Fantasy 15. I wonder if that's online or offline, but you get the idea. I mean, I love Chloe dearly, like I said, and because of it, I get my feelings hurt all the time, and she's like, "You're hurting my feelings." Well, you know what? I mean, yesterday she was basically sitting here. I don't care if you're going to be homeless, I mean, she was very, very angry, and I tried to calm her down, and this is the stuff I deal with all the time, and so, it hurts my feelings when she's like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't do it. Fuck you, now usually I try to calm her down, and so, the main thing is I'm trying to be there for her. And yeah, a lot of people are saying just throw her at a curb. She ain't worth my time, but I've already got this far packing and everything else. We're going all the way, but the main thing is I'm just fed up, with my exhaustion. I mean, like today, it's a Monday, I'm sitting there going, oh yeah, I know what I was going to look up. Duh. Next to talking about exhaustion, I need to check out Safeway real quick. Safeway! Tomorrow's going to be roasting day, I mean, I'm going to have to wear a nice dress to air condition myself. And that's one thing, I'm doing tonight is that, and people say, you're going to wear a dress. It's like, I'll wear the dress tomorrow, yes. I'll wear the dress on appointment day for the hormone. Hey, oh. Okay, so someone messaged me. Probably my cousin B-hole, like, I was watching you, but you were boring, and I laughed. Yeah, I know how cousin B-hole is. Anyways, my sister B-hole says, what are you going to do with your stuff in storage? Simple. I'm going to clean the storage shed, and then I'm going to basically turn around, and I'm loading it up into the truck. That's one thing I'm trying to get a hold of. But the lady doesn't want to answer the freaking telephone. Now, I love everyone. You know this. But the bottom line is, when you're sitting there and you're trying to get things moving along, and you hear some douche nugget telling you outright, well, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's like, no, I do not. Lamb chains. That looks good. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, there it is. So it's still available. So when is this new ad or is this one good till tomorrow? Good till tomorrow. So my energy drinks, I can restore those, no problem. So, but anyways, let's go back to what I was talking about. So, you know, but yeah, the main thing is, I care for Chloe. Chloe needs to know that, she shouldn't say, these things because it's not good, and the main thing is I do everything for her. And, a lot of people out there get pissed. I mean, like my neighbor today, she looked at me and she says, "Golly, sis, Rita, did you sleep well?" I go, "No, I woke up to go leave it pee." And she goes, "That's original as a woman." I said, "I think like woman, knock it off." And she goes, "Okay." I said, "I don't think like a man." I said, "I look like crap. I packed up all weekend from Friday to Sunday. We just packed and packed and packed." I said, "We got almost all of it backed up, ready to roll." And I'm like, "Oh, what is that movie down there?" Oblivion. So as I'm talking, she's like, "You look like shit." She's like sitting there like in like uh the bucket list. "You look like shit, Ray. You look like shit." It said, "You look like shit, Rita. You look like shit." And I'm going, "Yeah," and I had to call, and I have calls, and this phone call Monday. She says, "Every Monday's like this. What's the difference?" I go, "I want to sleep in, but I thought I can call the manager before 2, but then I had to do this, and I had the emails, and then I had more emails, and I had more emails, and then I had more emails." I'm going, "When will it end?" She says, "When you get over there to where you move it to, you take a break after you unload everything." And I'm like, "I just want to sleep, and she's just like, "Yeah, I get it." So, and tonight, it's like I want those 3 sections clean. We'll restructure the hallway. We'll get that clean. We'll go through the clothes, and then we'll get the bathroom done. And this room, I guess, is mostly my room to do, I guess. I mean, yeah, I got to return some library books. Got to go through the fly rods. And then I got to move this out a bit and then climb underneath there and get what's needed. But yeah, everything else, we just got to unhook TVs and stuff, in the living room. Well, like I said, that's got a lot of clothes, and I call it landmines, because everywhere you go, I'm sitting over it and like, "Is that clean? Did I just step on something clean?" And I was like, and I really don't want to piss her off, being like, "Hey, that's my clean shirt," and it's like, I mean, I'd be saying the same thing. Hey, I'd be like, "Hey, that's my clean pair of tights you just walked over," Instead, I'm going, "Mama," walking over her, hoping in the middle of the night, because, she's got clothes here and clothes there and this and that. And she's in between it all. And you're sitting there like this, hoping you don't step on her because she's on the floor. And you're sitting there thinking, I think the young lady needs to have a bed of her own, is what you're thinking. When we get the new rooms all set up, we should put a bed in the corner, so she can actually have a bed in there, and or a futon or whatever, and be like, "There's your bed. Sleep on this," instead of being on the floor. By the way, the manager said at the new place, "You will make sure that the new place is clean." I mean, my neighbor's like, "You've been busting your ass," and one of my bipolar things, like I said, is, I go through the kitchen, and the dining room kitchen, all I got to do is wipe down the counters and stuff, have Chloe go dust the tops up off the cupboards, and then clean the inside of the cupboards and the drawers, figure out what to do with the rest of the drawers, wipe them clean. Countertops will all be done. And then when the time comes, we just throw the microwave in the dump, and we can go with the deposit and buy a new microwave, or we can have a microwave shipped to us. I mean, when the deposit comes, it goes into Chloe's card anyway, so we can actually use it for shopping purposes. So, we'll just get a new microwave, and Chloe's like, "Oh, we need to spend enough money for a vacuum cleaner." We can be like, "Cool." And I do the imitation because, I can't pull off Chloe's personality or voice that well. So hold on. So what is she bitching about this time? Well, I'm sorry, I can't pull off. You can't pull off. That's your dad, by the way. That's your dad, by the way. So anyways, basically, that's not me. That's your dad. So anyways, back to the thing. You guys asked about dwelling. Now, Chloe's dwelling on surgeries. She's dwelling on her letters, and she's dwelling on her health care. Now, every medical record place has said not to dwell on health care and not to dwell on the records, you know. So the bottom line is, because of this, basically, you know, Chloe's dwelling on it. Now, before I finish up here, I got to ask Chloe. Soon I'm going to go offline again and go walk Moppy. What's the ETA for you? See, when Chloe gets in the tub, she can spend hours in there till the water turns completely cold. She becomes a prune. She becomes an old little prune. What were you saying, old prune? Anyways, do you want me to close this door? Anyways, when I say she's bitching, I'm basically saying she's griping. Now, I'm not griping at all, you know. So basically, you know, Chloe's like, well, you want me to bitch? I'll bitch about her medical records. Can't do anything about it. Want me to bitch? Let's see. Social Security, you know, she's going to lose cash assistance if we, you know, if we don't get her to the administrative law judge. Oh, well, you know what? Let's just talk about this for a minute. I want to see what we got here, okay? NHLPA hockey and Desert Strike. I have that game, you know. And Madden was just a thingy. Let's see what else they have here. Street Fighter. Yeah, you know what? I was looking at getting some Street Fighter games, actually. You know, Dino City and Lemmings. I hear Lemmings is pretty good. You know, I've always wanted to know about, oh yeah, there it is, Super Double Dragon. I was going to get that one too. I think that was available, but I'm not positive. I'll have to look that up on my list. Yeah, so, you know, I'm just checking out these games here and going, this isn't bad. Yeah, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. I have both of those. I love those games, so... But anyways, you guys get it. You know, the reason I like this catalog is because, you know, it shows the Christmas thing, but, you know, it's a Christmas catalog. You know, let's just move this over here for a second. So, you know, Chloe's like, oh, well, you're venting. No, I'm not. Actually, I'm, you know, when I say, oh, what are you bitching about? I'm saying, what are you griping about this time? You know, I gripe all the time. But, you know, my main thing is, you know, I'm trying to get things done. Let's see. We got Hole-in-One Golf. That seems like a kick-ass game. Hole-in-One Golf. What do we got here? Hyper Zone? What's that? Okay, it's like a racing game. Final Fantasy 2 again. That's badass. Let's see. Old NES Open. You know, I've always wanted to look into getting that game again because that seems pretty cool. I'm going to have to look into it today. You know, because it would be really badass to get the NES opening. And you see, this is what I dwell on right now. I'm dwelling on looking through this and looking at my pricing to see if they have a copy of it, you know. Well, hold on a sec. Why is that? Why? I'm talking about video games right now. All right, let me rephrase this one. Look at the video game. So she basically said she thinks I'm not, I don't care. The thing is I care deeply for her. I care deeply for her. You know? Oh, you know, I didn't. So anyway, she says I don't care for her, but the thing is I care for her deeply. Otherwise, I wouldn't be working my ass off to get her what she needs, you know. The thing is it just takes time, you know. I mean, look, you know, yesterday's video, the young lady was saying no one wants to help her. Well, I'm trying my best. I mean, you look at her Harbor View record, it basically said that the middle place here that does the evaluations in our county where we're living right now basically said, no, we've tried to help her many times. She just slaps the hand that feeds her, you know. And, you know, ooh, this is cool. Oh, that's a hint book. Damn it. Oh, cool. So, and there's a power joystick. That's cool. But you guys get the idea, right? I mean, I care for Chloe deeply. See, this is what I love right there. There's There's Elbow, electronic boutique. You know, the dog looking like Santa Claus down the chimney. You know, I just love that. You know, Dr. Mario is an awesome game if you like a pill type Tetris thing. Radar Mission wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It's like a version of, you know, you're in a submarine sinking crap. There's the more Game Boy games here, but you know, the thing is, she's like, oh, you're more interested in video games. The thing is it's not about the video games. It's about basically looking at certain things and saying, you know, this is cool, you know. The TV tuner I had, but that thing was expensive as hell, you know. And the Turbo Express, you know, the Turbo games weren't bad, but they weren't good either, you know. I mean, I had the Atari, the Lynx, you know, and Lynx and Lynx too. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great, you know. But thing is, I care for Chloe enough. I've emailed, I've phone called, I do everything I can for Chloe, and yet every time I turn around, it makes me feel like I'm not doing enough for her, you know. And I'm doing my best, you know. Here, let's go check this one out. This one looks cool. Let's see. I mean, I love Chloe dearly. You all know this, and because of it, you know, Streets of Rage, isn't that a fighting game too? I'll have to look into that one. No, I mean, I love Chloe dearly, you know, and every time I turn around, you know, I've tried everything I can. It's like, you know, not complaining or anything. I've given everything I can. Oh, this is cool. You know, I love Chloe dearly, and then, you know, people sit there and say, oh, well, you know, that one there was pretty damn expensive, you know, the Turbo Express. Oh no, that was the Turbo 16. The Turbo Express was $200, and you know, it had a small screen. It was like 2-inch screen. It's like the I don't know, but the Turbo Duo wasn't bad. But like I said, I have all the Turbo games I need. You know, the NES challenge set, that was a damn good thing. Nintendo knew what they were doing. Throw in Mario 3 and you got a great game system, you know, but I love Chloe, you know, dearly, and you know, I care for Chloe dearly. You know, is that the one that comes with Tetris too, or you know, it's a Nintendo Game Boy? Nope, just the Game Boy itself. You have to buy Tetris separately. You know, but I love, you know, Chloe dearly, and every time I hear her, you know, the Majors Pro Baseball. Yeah, I think I have that. The game cartridge included Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Yeah. You know, so the bottom line is, I know Jenna's like sitting there going, no, that's games, you know, we shouldn't do it. I care for Chloe enough to know that when I care for Chloe, you know, that, you know, everyone needs to know I'm not this bad person, you know, I do everything. You know, I've been wondering about that one. What is that exactly? So, you know, a lot of these games I've had, but you get the idea, you know. The thing is, I love Chloe dearly, and she needs to realize I've emailed, I've phoned, I've done everything I can, and I'm still doing everything I can for that sweetheart. And yet at the same time, you know, there it is, World Series Baseball. That's what I had, World Series Baseball. So I'll have to look into that. And then these are PC games, it seems, right? Yeah. Yeah, the rest are PC games. I remember we had SimCity, you know. I had SimCity 2, you know, I mean, and I like this. They got the elves working right there at the factory, you know, putting together the presents, you know, and it made me laugh, you know, because these are like the two sets of catalogs, you know, and I remember it as a kid, you know, there's the old Sega Master System. You didn't even see that, you know, unless you looked at it and you're like, huh? I have a Master System 1 and 2, you know, and it's like, yeah. You know, the Turbo CD was pretty expensive, $400 back then, and you know, and then you got some other things. I remember Mario Kart and the Zelda and other things. I mean, it was just really badass, you know. And the bottom line is, you know, before I go and I'll log off so Chloe can finish up her bath and stuff. I mean, a lot of these things are expensive. I mean, check this bad boy out. 650 system for the Neo Geo Gold system, you know. You got the Neo Geo, you got You know, that, and then each game was $200, you know, and I had the Neo Geo, and I'm telling you, it wasn't that great, you know. Top player golf wasn't bad, but you know, the thing is, you know, you got all these games, you know. It's always like, you know, oh well, your thing. You see, look, they're at a computer, great game. This is hot, you know, and the elves are chiming it out, you know, and I just love how it is, you know. And you know, like they're talking about different games, you know, for Christmas, and you know, and you know, and I for one, you know, like Sonic Spinball was great. Now someone actually wrote down there, but it says Blitzen, Rudolph, Stables, you know, and then shows here the guy on the computer doing things. You know, this is before he had, you know, World Series baseball for Genesis. You know, those were some really great games. Here's the Magnavox. You know, I mean, back then I had one of those. It was pretty crappy, but you guys get the idea. You know, I love games, you know, it's a hobby. The 3DO I got for Christmas the same year, that thing was a piece of junk, you know. You know, everything was great, you know, but at the same time, you know, I'm trying to say, you know, the uploading what do you call it? The uploading NES wasn't bad too. I like the toaster version myself. Toaster. But you know, I love Chloe dearly, you know, and like I said, the young beautiful Chloe needs to realize, you know, that you know, oh, this one does come with Tetris. It's just $80, you know. It says, yeah, it comes with Tetris. Yep, okay, cool. So $80 back then. There's Tetris 2. You know, most of these 1999, you know, you got the replay of the Rudolph, and then, you know, that's it. But, you know, it was like one of these ones in the back pages, you know, had the thing where, you know, it shows the, you know, at the back page, you know, of the catalog, it showed, you know, Santa taking, after Christmas, taking a vacation, you know, and, you know, it's funny, you know, because of this, you know, I might have to look into some credits for the games, you know, for Chloe and I, but, you know, the thing is, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be giving Chloe games. I wouldn't be taking Chloe to dinners. I wouldn't do anything. I'd say, fuck you, you know, but I care deeply, and because of that, I don't like basically saying, you don't care. Well, I wanted to talk about video games for a bit because that's something I dwell on, you know. And on top of that, I also dwell on these little black and white TVs like the Rain Man has. And I dwell on other things from the 80s, you know. Whereas, you know, while I dwell on those thinking, oh, yeah, these are great childhood, I used to dwell on surgery. I used to dwell on being a beautiful, passable, hot, cute girl, you know. And now I look around and I go, well, yeah, like at times I'll dwell on getting a roll of dip, or I'll dwell on this or dwell on that, you know. But the bottom line is I dwell on different things at different times. But when it comes to Chloe, I don't sit there and say, oh, yeah, Chloe's bad, Chloe's bad, Chloe's bad. No, Chloe's actually good. The people that around me basically think she's bad and worse and terrible. And, you know, I mean, our past is our past. We let it be. But when it comes to Chloe being lazy, you know, I get tired of them. Look. Chloe knows I have heart trouble. Chloe knows this. I mean, Chloe sits there and she says, hey, do you need any help? I go, hey, no, I don't need any help. Go to the filing cabinets. When I'm done, everything's done. All right, cool. She smiled. Whereas, I mean, like yesterday, I mean, I've given her orders. Finally, today, I just said, listen, if we want our $900 back, we're going to have to bust our ass. Not just me, but her. She said, okay. So I gave her goals to work on today. I will be doing the goals. However, Chloe's probably going to be doing more of the goals than me tonight because I got a phone call approximately at 10 o'clock, which means I'll be tied up till 11, then I'm going to bed. So tomorrow evening when I get home from town, I got to go and send out, you know, the manager's information, fax out what needs to be done, or mail it, doesn't matter. Fax out everything that needs to be done, which means, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, so tomorrow evening is going to be one of those days when, you know, if we get our goals done today, we're just going to be sitting there with just this room and the bathroom and the hallway. And we're going to be sitting there going, exhausted, going, well, we could use a break, you know, for Tuesday. And then Wednesday, you know, we have to do more things out in the heat. So Wednesday, we're going to be sitting there going, I'm a slug. Thursday, again, we're going to be so damn busy again because of the schedule, that by the time Chloe and I get around to doing more deep cleaning and stuff, getting things done, it's going to be Friday of next week, which reminds me. Well, whatever on that. Okay. Friday Friday of this week's going to be the 20th. So the young lady knows I'm going to be busting my ass off all the way up to then. And by then, we should have more notice and information of what's going on and our goals of moving. In the meantime, what do we got left? We got very little to pack up. Deep cleaning to do, which won't take us long because we're packed up. So technically, it's easy. We just got to restructure and stack up a few things. Otherwise, you know, like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're just going to be so damn busy that when we get in, we're going to want to cool off and then slowly work our way around to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you know. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And Tuesday and Wednesday is probably more fax days. And then, you know, we got Thursday again. And Thursday, I believe, is it Thursday? Yeah, I don't know. Might be Thursday. Hold on a second. And then Thursday of next week, we have basically travel time to, you know, town again. So it's Thursday. So we're like, eh. So, you know, we're going to be so exhausted by then. We're just going to be lightly tidying up things, like tidying up the bathroom again and making sure everything's prepped and ready to go. So when we load the truck up, we have less stuff to do and more stuff, you know, to take care of, you know. So because this video has been 1 hour and 17 minutes long, you guys get the idea. It wasn't basically attacking or belittling Chloe in any way, shape, or size or form. You know, basically, you know, when I say what's she bitching about, it's basically what is she griping about this time. I gripe all the time, you know. And she's like, oh, I think it's a gripe. It's not really. I mean, one of my dwelling things is video games, the little TVs. And, you know, I'm dwelling right now on peeing and walking mopping before we go out. So, I mean, because we're on a time frame where, you know, we got to get things moving along so we can get Chloe happy with her meds and, you know, her hormones and stuff and everything else. And then I get to get done. And, you know, et cetera, and be a good little woman that I am, you know. And she knows I'm good. Otherwise, I wouldn't put up with her shit. I'd be like, you're moving when I get to my place. Instead, I'm like, hey, 2-bedroom, rock on. Instead, you know, I mean, you guys already know the whole lunch incident thing. I don't have to repeat it. I think it's funny, you know. And, you know, like I said in yesterday's video, this morning's video, I should say, if any of you have any ideas, just hypothetically, post a comment below of what you think she's disability-wise. I have no fucking clue. Post a comment that if you think I should waste the money to go all the way out with my deposit money to go to the administrative law hearing. To me, it doesn't really matter if she loses cash assistance or not because I have to support her anyways. And even if I represent her, Chloe already knows we're going to be fucking screwed. So if we lose, she loses cash assistance. If we win... What? Anyways, here's the deal, okay? I ask you all in the comments below to let me know before... I'm getting angry now. To let me know if you guys, you know, what your opinions is. And here's the thing, okay, before we go. We go to the administrative law judge, okay? I present the case. We get denied that day. Then we're screwed. If we don't, we have to wait for 3 to 4 months to get a hearing appeal. 3 to 4 months to get a notice that she's been denied. In the meantime, that's 3 or 4 months of cash assistance, possibly, but we went there. Now, my thing is, post the comments below and let me know. Do you think I should use the deposit that we're getting for this place to travel out to Wenatchee, where we're going tomorrow, for the administrative law hearing, or should I put it towards video games, movies, music, books, household chore items that we need, new towels, maybe a vacuum cleaner, new cell phone? For crying out fucking loud! Whatever. Use the Lord's name in vain. I don't care. I'm getting irritated, everyone, because every time I turn around, you know, the thing is I'm asking your opinion on this. That's it. She's thinking, well, we don't go, we lose my cash assistance. Well, thing is, I'm asking your opinion on it, okay? I mean, I'm already lined up 3 consultations for her, numerous travel, everything else, and frankly, it feels you know, like I was saying to a friend of mine today who said, when will this end? You know, and I'm not talking about killing myself or nothing. It's like, when does this end? So I'm asking you all, this is my channel, which you guys never leave comments anyway, so it doesn't matter. But what do you think? Should I take her to the administrative law judge? Should I even try to appeal it myself as Chloe's lawyer? Or should I basically turn around and basically just throw it away? I mean, the lawyer threw us away because of what I already told you in the previous video. And the last thing I wanted to say was, because I forgot to say it in the beginning of the video and throughout, and this isn't about Chloe or the medical diagnosis. You all know that her medical diagnosis up at the integrated services fucked her over by basically putting in the red thing in the thingy saying she can only read the records. Lawyer can't, judge can't, so that's freaking out the window. I can't present that paperwork at all. And secondly, I don't have the finances unless I basically send it out the first week of September. That's 14 days, which means priority mail, sending several envelopes to the administrative law judge's own hearing, which they have to then bust their ass to put it into format, which means going out there and then coming back and yada, yada, yada. So, I mean, my psychiatrist, when I called my psychiatrist today, she said, oh, I'll help you with this. I said, well, what about that? She says, well, I'd submit everything, but if you don't have the money, you know, so my thing is, we have the money. Do you think we should do it? Or what do you think we should do with the finances? You know, $900 goes a long way. But at the same time, I would like to get your opinion on it, you know. And, you know, I mean, all of you out there that's watching, I know my inner circle, you're just going to say, fuck it anyway. Stay where you're at. Relax. Don't worry about this shit. Now, I am doing everything I can. I'm just saying, you know, for the record, I'd like to hear your opinions. Post comments down below. Do I go to Wenatchee for the administrative law hearing for Chloe? You know, do we even try to get our consult set up, you know, right away for, you know, her surgeries? I mean, like family said, you know, it's going to be costing me more and more money travel until she's on disability, which right now we need to focus on the disability. But if she gets denied, that's about $600 out of $900 just for train travel and for hotel just to get denied. And that's not, oh, actually it's about $800 because we got to count food in for 4 days. So, you know, it's like a mini vacation all the way out there for business to be turned down. I don't know. You know, and if we get our deposit in the middle of August, that means, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm trying my best. I just want to say, is there any more coffee in this cup? Nope. Anyways, I'm going to the store soon, so I got to get off and I got to walk Moppy. So for all of you out there, please leave the comments below. You know, I know you guys won't because no one watches this crappy channel anyways. You want to look at the hot trannies that were formerly men who couldn't pass well, that had all the work done, and that's what you want to focus on over someone like me that's an average normal girl that basically does average normal stuff. Instead, you want some superficial bimbo tranny freak who basically is what you want in life and to watch. See, I can be basically a bitch too. With that said, a super bitch, as Chloe would say. So please add, subscribe, please post comments, please leave feedback, suggestions. Just keep it nice is all we ask. And do not attack me about these tranny men that look like women that try to pass and be hot, because they're just men in dresses. They're not intersex like I or Chloe. So please hit that like and subscribe button. It's wholesome fun, even for the dogs. Thanks for watching, Buttercups.